exposing the magic in Luna's attic adventure. Luna was a curious little girl with an insatiable thirst for discovery. Every corner of her house held a potential treasure, but the attic was her favorite place. It was a realm of forgotten memories filled with dusty old boxes, ancient books, and mysterious trinkets. The sunlight streaming through the small attic window cast a magical glow on everything it touched, making the dust particles dance in the air like tiny fairies. Ready to paint the world with wonder, Luna's heart raced with excitement as she rummaged through the attic. She loved painting more than anything else in the world. Her room was filled with her colourful creations, each one telling a story of its own, but little did she know her next discovery would change her life forever. Luna was a curious little girl who loved to paint. She spent hours in her garden painting the flowers, the trees, and the sky. Her paintings were so vivid and full of life that they seemed to leap off the canvas, but Luna always felt that something was missing. She longed for her paintings to be more than just pictures. She wanted them to be real. One sunny afternoon, while exploring her attic, she discovered an old paintbrush glowing with a golden light. It was hidden in a dusty old box tucked away in a corner. The paintbrush was unlike any she had ever seen. It was old and worn, but it seemed to radiate a magical energy. Luna's eyes widened with wonder as she reached out to touch it. As she picked it up, sparkles filled the air, and a soft voice whispered, "Paint anything and it will come to life." Luna gasped in amazement. Could it be true? She had always dreamed of bringing her paintings to life, and now it seemed that her dream was about to come true. She could hardly contain her excitement as she ran down the stairs and out into the garden. Excited, Luna ran outside and painted a butterfly on the ground. She chose her favorite colors and carefully painted the delicate wings. As she finished the last stroke, she held her breath, waiting to see what would happen. To her amazement, it fluttered its wings and flew away. Luna watched in awe as the butterfly soared into the sky, its wings shimmering in the sunlight. She couldn't believe her eyes. The paintbrush was truly magical. Next, she painted a rainbow, and it stretched across the sky, filling the world with vibrant colors. The colors were so bright and beautiful that they seemed to light up the entire sky. Luna felt a sense of joy and wonder that she had never felt before. She realized that with this magical paintbrush, she could make the world a more beautiful place. But then, Luna got a little too adventurous. She started to think about all the amazing things she could paint. Her mind raced with possibilities. She could paint animals, plants, even entire landscapes. The thought of all the things she could create filled her with excitement. She painted a giant cat. It was the biggest and most detailed painting she had ever done. She used her favorite colors and took her time to make it perfect. As she finished the last stroke, she stepped back to admire her work. The cat purred loudly, then started chasing her playfully. Luna laughed as she ran, realizing her mistake. The cat was so big and playful that it was almost too much for her to handle, but she couldn't help but smile at the sight of her creation coming to life. Luna laughed as she ran, realizing her mistake. She had to think quickly to find a way to calm the cat down. She knew that she had to be more careful with her magical paintbrush. Thinking quickly, she painted a huge ball of yarn. She used bright colors and made it as big and enticing as possible. She hoped that the cat would be distracted by the yarn and stop chasing her. The cat stopped, pawed at the yarn, and began playing happily. Luna watched with relief as the cat batted the yarn around, completely absorbed in its new toy. She realized that she had to be more thoughtful about what she painted. Relieved, Luna sat down and smiled. She had learned an important lesson about the power of her magical paintbrush. She knew that she had to use it wisely and responsibly. "I guess I should practice painting smaller things," she said with a giggle. She decided to start with simple, small things that would bring joy and beauty to the world without causing any trouble. From that day on, Luna used her magic paintbrush to make the world a brighter, happier place. She painted flowers, birds, and butterflies, bringing a touch of magic to everything she created. Her garden became a wonderland of living paintings, each one more beautiful than the last. What would you paint if you had a magic brush? Imagine the possibilities. With a magic paintbrush, you could bring your wildest dreams to life. You could create a world filled with wonder and beauty, just like Luna did. So what would you paint?